Hello everybody, my name is Eddie and today we're going to be reviewing SpongeBob SquarePants Titan of the Tide. Let's get into it. I was kind of thinking about how we're kind of in like a renaissance for SpongeBob games recently. I remember when Hero Pants was like the last recent SpongeBob game and that came out in 2015 and we didn't get like another like SpongeBob game until 2020 with Rehydrated. And then that kind of like soft rebooted the SpongeBob video game series, right? Because now we get 3D platformers all the time. It's like fucking amazing, man. I love it. Because look how far we've came since even Rehydrated. Rehydrated was good for when it came out, but now we have Titans, and this is like way better, honestly. And I hope this game sells really well. Sells a massive amount of copies compared to Cosmic Shake. Well, I'm not sure how well Cosmic Shake did, but considering they didn't really show off the sales for it, it probably wasn't as great as Rehydrated. I think Rehydrated got like 2 mil copies, and they didn't show off Cosmics, and I didn't really see many people talking about Cosmic. This game is kind of like a Sonic Frontier situation because there's 5 worlds, and then the last 2 worlds feel a little bit rushed because Christmas Jellyfish feels a little forced in there at the beginning, and then it starts to get darker later on, and more so fits the theme of Titans. And Bikini Bottom is just way too short. I mean, look at this. 10 treasure chests. And then all these other ones have 25. And then this one has 35. So I feel like they might have rushed it a little bit. That's fine, though, because it still had a good conclusion. Speaking about the conclusion, though, it was much better than what we got in Cosmic Shake with the Squidward boss. That was very underwhelming. King Neptune versus Flying Dutchman, or King Neptune and the Flying Dutchman against us was much better than what we could have ever imagined. Although, I don't really think it makes sense that they were fighting us, but it was pretty cool. So it doesn't matter. I think this game is like a better version of Cosmic Shake. One thing I like about this level, Atlantis City and Neptune's Palace, is that SpongeBob and Patrick talk a little bit about Cosmic Shake a little bit, if you didn't catch up on the story. And I think it's pretty cool that they're doing that. I've never really seen that with SpongeBob, so it's cool that they're interconnecting like the stories between the games and such. Something that's not really done in SpongeBob, obviously, since it's like episodic. This is honestly what Cosmic Shake should have been. I remember when that game was coming out, people were saying like, "Oh, this game's still going to be on the PS4 and stuff like that." Well, they must be listening because now we're getting all these like little platforming challenges with like the floating blocks and stuff, kind of just like the SpongeBob movie game. Also about the movie game, like there's so many references to it. Like I'm wearing the seaweed mustaches right now. They got the rock glasses from Goofy Goober Rock. Um, Mindy, David Hasselhoff, um, and there's a few other things I forgot. But it's just like so many references to the movie, and people have been asking for a remake of the movie game for a long time now, and I wouldn't complain, honestly. I don't think that game is better than Rehydrated. Battle for wait, oh shit, yeah, whoops. I don't think that game is better than Battle for Bikini Bottom, but I grew up on the movie game, and when I was like 6 years old on the PS2. And I would not complain if we got a rehydrated version of that. I feel like they could do it for sure. If this game doesn't do well somehow, then they might just do another remake, and then people will flock to it. Because I'm just now seeing like people like 3-4 days later talking about like this game exists. I might have to go get it. Looks pretty good. Also, yeah, I finished this game on the first day, and then on the third day of release, I 100%ed it. So, I mean, no life, I guess. Also, this stuff is really fun. There's like a slide music in what's it called, Atlantis City. That's like really good. That's not in the other levels for some reason. Like they have this basic music for the slide, and people think that this is the regular music that they're supposed to be having for the slide. When Atlantis City has a whole different thing going on. Uh, and I like that track a lot more. I didn't see it on the soundtrack for the game. I'm not sure of the name of it, so it might be there. Who knows? Uh, there's a bunch of references, and like not really references. He's literally in the game, but like a lot of voice lines from David Hasselhoff in this, and I love that. I wonder how much they had to pay him for that. Um, it's crazy just to see like the the budget difference between Rehydrated and Titans. Um, like how far we've come is insane with like the animations and stuff and all these abilities and oh my god, I love it. You know, I think the plan for if they do a rehydrated version of movie game, they should do like a Sonic and Shadow Generations thing where it's like maybe like give a little remaster to rehydrated because it's not uncommon for these remakes to be getting another remaster on top of it, like you know, like The Last of Us and stuff. You know, do that and then maybe like put another game on top of that, like Shadow Generations, where it's like a rehydrated version of the movie game. You know, I think people would really love that. Because if you did a trailer where you just showed off like um, a remaster of Rehydrated, people would be like, "Nah, come on," right? But if you put a rehydrated version of a movie game on top of that, then people buy it. But yeah, these worlds are so extremely expansive. It just feels like it feels a lot more free for sure compared to like Cosmic Shake and such. And I really love that about this game. It feels a lot more like Battle for Bikini Bottom rather than like the movie game or um, Hero Pants or Plankton Robotic Revenge or anything like that. You know, I shouldn't talk about that considering those games are nothing like the 3D platforms we all love from SpongeBob. But yeah, all these different outfits are pretty cool too. The only DLC one I have is this because the pre-order bonus. Um, I will be buying all these, and I will do the Search for SquarePants DLC. Not sure if I'm going to do a playthrough on it. Maybe I will. Who knows? But yeah, all the outfits are really good. I got all this stuff. And I see everybody talking about this outfit specifically. It's a good one. I don't know. I like it. Really shows off his ass, doesn't it? Oh, I just noticed they even have like the. I don't know how to notice this the entire game when I had this outfit for pretty much the entire playthrough. Um, he has the little SpongeBob flag when he glides. But yeah, originally I thought this game was not gonna have PS5 support, and I was really pissed about that because Cosmic and Rehydrated had it, but why would this game not? You know? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna need that, am but then yeah, because the demo didn't have PS5 support. Um, but the full game does. Luckily enough. They must have heard my complaints because I made a review on the demo for them, and I guess they fixed it. But yeah, this game is very short. I mean, it's only like 4 to 5 hours if you're not skipping cutscenes and such. For me, it took about 8 hours because I had all the cutscenes and I was just like, exploring everything while playing, that first playthrough. But still, though, this game still has more replayability value than Cosmic ever did. And that's why I didn't 100% it until like a few months ago. Yeah. But yeah, all the outfits and stuff like that, and the little secret thing with all the TVs, and then you get to see that little, basically the first trailer again, which is honestly pretty cool. Different visuals and stuff like that. It reminds me of when, oh shit, what? It reminds me of when they did that 100% cutscene for Battle for Bikini Bottom. That's basically what it is. It's kind of like a GIF like that. I'd say you should save up on getting all those TVs for when you're done getting everything else. Fucked up again. I hope we keep getting games like this from Purple Lamp. For sure, because this is like it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see how far we've come. Again, you know. The only thing I would wish about finishing the game is that like you keep the golden spatula. Like I want to be able to take it off and stuff like that. Just so I can have the little bit of challenge left against all these enemies and stuff. Because now they're just one shot, every single one of them. And I guess it takes the annoyance away, but it's like I'm fine with it though. It's okay. Also, I like the fact that between SpongeBob and Patrick, their music changes a little bit, slightly. pretty cool. But yeah, these are the floating cubes that I was talking about, and they're much harder than they were in the movie game. Like, if you're just going forward, like how I am right now, then it's crazy. If you don't take any breaks, because I don't really like to take breaks for this, I feel like it's meant to be treated for you to go fast. Also, I love this little animation that Patrick does. It's so funny. Hold on. It's pretty cool that they take that for what the fuck. It's pretty cool that for that game they, you know, okay, that was weird. Bosses are really good. The platforming is really good. The combat is awesome. You know, the dialogue, the jokes. They brought back Squilliam. You know, a lot of like obscure references and stuff like that, which I love. You know, really feels like a love letter to the show. Again, you know, they keep doing that, but it's awesome to see every single time because it's not just old SpongeBob stuff, but also modern and like mid seasons. So that's awesome. Love to see that a lot. And it's just like, oh, I know that thing. Kind of like, you know, in the show when they do references. I just wanted to make a little review on what I think about the game because I didn't get to do that with Rehydrated when I wanted to back in 2020. But I was too scared to. And now, I give it a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Listen to my music on my second channel, Turn the Tables Official. Listen to my new album, Beast of the Dusk. And yeah, have a good day.